Ooh. What's up, good people? It's time for another session of that verbal cardio, man. We are back once again. It's good to be here. It's good to be alive. It's good to be talking to y'all. It's good to have a platform to speak on. It's good to have a voice. I'm glad my neck works, my vocal cords, my lungs, my eyeballs. I'm glad I was able to drive here today and not get pulled over. I thought I was going to get pulled over. There was a cop behind me. And I ain't even gonna lie, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I was looking at my phone. I didn't text nothing, but I was looking at it. I looked down at my phone. I think I was cycling through music, text. I don't know what I was doing, but I was on it. Then I look up in the rearview mirror. I see a cop behind me. I'm like, oh damn. Did he see me? And he was following kind of close, but not really. You know how sometimes when the cop about to pull you over, they kind of tease you a little bit, give you that pullover foreplay. Like they follow you tight. Then when you change lanes, they change with you. And then you know what I'm saying? They do a little cat and mouse with you real quick before they commit to the pullover. And so when I changed lanes, he did the same. I was like, oh shit, here we go. Here's the fun and games. Here's the cat and mouse. Right? He sees the victim, he sees the prey. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna pull his ass over. So I was like, yo, he saw me on the phone because I didn't see him. So I just knew. I was like, oh man, this ticket about to be fat. You know? So I was like, oh, then he slid back over to the other lane. I was like, whoo, okay. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't commit to passing me. He was kind of hovering behind. I was like, oh, okay. You trying to see if I was just getting over just to survive because I was behind a slow van now. But I stayed behind that slow van because realistically, I was getting off at the next exit. So I'm like, oh my God. And so he's sitting back there behind me in the other lane. So then as I get closer to my exit and then I hit the turning signal to let him know I'm getting off at the next exit, he gets back behind me. I was like, oh, now you got me dead to rights, huh? You're going to pull me over once I pull over and get into the community safely. Then that's when you pull me over. Because no cop wants to pull you over on the freeway. Your booty cheeks is exposed when you're on the freeway. No matter how good you tuck into the pullover side on the freeway, you still on the freeway and people coming through there 75 miles per hour. Your booty cheeks is vulnerable no matter how you slice it. I'd rather get hit by a car in the community rather than one in the freeway. I'd rather not get hit by a car, but if I got to choose 75 miles per hour or 30, give me the 30. Give me the 30. As a cop, I know that's what they think about every day. So once I see him get back behind me, I'm like, oh, here we go. Here we go, man. I'm dead to rights. I ain't been pulled over in a long time. I'm overdue, right? Nothing happened. Didn't get pulled over. I was like, whew, man, my booty cheeks was clenched, though. And this is the kind of stuff that makes you want to stay in the house. When I stay in the house, I ain't got no worries about getting pulled over. This is why I don't come outside, man. People be like, Tone, come outside. For what? So a cop can switch lanes behind me, making my booty cheeks clench? Nah, man. I'd rather stay up in that house. You feel me? So there's that. Didn't get pulled over. I'm here. I'm in the now. Praise God. You know what I'm saying? Because it could have been a lot worse. So I'm grateful for that, man. I'm thankful. It's good to be here. It's good to be back. Got Leah on the ones and twos back here. You know what I'm saying?
What's up?
She be back there laughing, so you know what I'm saying. When somebody laughing behind the camera, it gives me extra energy on the delivery. So if you ever wonder why my delivery might be higher, it'd be like, yo, they be laughing back there. So any comedian be like, oh, somebody laugh? Then we start to turn up. We can't help it. It's in our DNA. But it's good to be here. I got the IG Live on for my patron saints. I know y'all be like, cut it off. But I'm trying to give them just a sneak peek of what they could be missing out on because they don't want to join my Patreon. Just give them a taste. But I want to give a shout out to my patron saints, Valerie T, Marie, Passionate for God, Zakia, Cutie B, Julie 24, Miss Ma'am, Lucinda, Marie, Aries, Ayomi, Tanya, 2 Jesse, Mojo, Miranda, Shayla, Chef Matt Owen. Alberto, Texas. Lala Davis, Chris McNeil, Honey Ray Armour. What's happening? Lucinda Willoughby. First of all, Willoughby is a fantastic last name. Miranda Cummings, Miss Mia G, Sherry Tucker, man, the usual suspects, Eric Payne. I appreciate all y'all, man. Cat James, Ryan Siobhan, Shayla. Thank y'all, man. So let me update everybody. I had a glorious couple weeks. So last week I finally took my ass to Sequoia National Park. I've been wanting to go there for years. If y'all don't know this about me, I'm in the nature. Okay, y'all probably already knew this by me walking in the community and marveling at stuff y'all probably just take for granted. Okay, but I've been wanting to go to this park for quite some time, man. Sequoias. I already went to the Redwood joint in near San Francisco, Muir Woods, if you want to call it that. We were there. I want to say, I forget when I went there, but it was beautiful. There's something about the trees, and when you're just surrounded by trees, everything slows down, everything opens up, and it's just beautiful in the daytime. In the goddamn daytime. Let me tell you something right here, right now. As much as I love nature, trees, forests, daytime only, please. Daytime only, please. It's amazing how beautiful nature is in broad daylight. And it's amazing how terrifying nature can be at night. The mountains are a little bit better because if you're in the mountains, let's say you're in the desert and you're in the mountains, you're in a valley and you can just see everything big wide. The moon is coming in, so it's lighting up the mountains. You can see somebody coming for you miles down. Even in that, where it's just like I can see everything that's going on. Ain't no blindsiding me right here. It's still terrifying because it's like, yo, what if I do see something miles down and I can't do nothing about it? But I respect the beauty of nature. With that being said, daytime though, unmatched beauty. That's why it's like a question, like, when they put up those Instagram posts about, could you live here? And it'd be like a beautiful house in the middle of the forest or the middle of the mountains or whatever. If the nature part of me wants to be like, hell yeah, man, give me that cabin right there. But then I think about the realistic nature of nighttime always gonna show up. And then what if I'm living in the area where I'm in the north, where it's gonna be dark for a month or a few months? Now it's all scary. I don't get no break from the scary. I'm going to work in the morning in the dark. Woods, noises. If I was a killer, that's where I would be. If I was a creepy killer, I'm moving up north, man. Where is it gonna be dark at for 3 months? That would be me as a killer. Like, I'm going to Alaska. What? That's where I'm doing my killing. Whoever the killers confide in. Where you going, Tom? Where you going with your little killings? Oh, they little now. They wasn't little when I was on the nightly news. Dateline. I'm going up north. Why up north, man? It's not a lot of people up there. That's the beauty of it. And it's dark. Sometimes months at a time. I can be creepy for months at a time. See, a lot of y'all got to hide. You got to hide. Especially you. You look creepy in broad day. They going to see you coming. You got to come out at night. But in the city, depending on where you live, the city is alive at night. But me, the woods, nighttime. I can watch a whole house for a month from the trees. They won't even know I was there. I'm going up north. Like, Tone, you creeping us out. I know. You think I'm creepy now in this little meeting? Imagine me in your trees at night when you're taking the trash out. So I'm in Sequoia National Park, broad day. These trees are amazing. There's a tree in the park called the General. 2,200 years old. That's how old this living organism is. 2,200 years old. It's not the oldest tree in the world, but it's one of the oldest. 2,200 years. This tree is older than Jesus. Jesus Christ could have went to the park and be like, man, it's a nice tree, man. Praise God. I don't know what kind of passports he had back then, but you know, if he came to Cali, he could have been like, yo, man, let's hit up Sequoia National Park. It probably wasn't a national park then, but hey, the tree was there. And Jesus himself could have put his hands on it and been like, oh, this is beautiful right here. This is a nice, I like the energy out here. Reminds me of my dad. It would have been totally realistic. That tree would have been there. Tree probably would have been smaller then. Probably would have been shorter, less wide, less thick. But it was alive. Beautiful experience. It's something magical to see like an organism that's been around that long and it's huge and it's beautiful and it's like I still got to do more content on the tree itself. I posted something. I was inside one of the other trees and just like it was just massive and like when you're in the presence of like trees like this that are so old and just beautiful and like huge, you know, it humbles you. It should anyway. And you just think about time and size and stature, and you just be like, you know what, man, I'm just a little fraction of a piece of the totality of everything there is. So you just sit there and reflect, and it was beautiful, man. I can't wait to go back because the park is so big that I barely scratched the surface. Like, you know, it's big. Like it was about a 2-hour and 50-minute drive from where I live. I rented a car. For some reason, I don't like taking my car on road trips. I don't know if that's weird. I don't know if I'm the only one that does that, but like, you got a car, use it. What you getting another car when you got a car? I don't like taking my car on long road trips. And so really, I'm just trying to preserve the car because, you know, it can make it. It's not raggedy, but it's just like, I'm going to rent something and drive it up there. Slid up there. I was going to do like an overnight stay near the park. That way I can, you know, take it in, be out there, be fully immersed. But it was just like, nah, I'd rather just go and come back. Went up there. And once you get up there, once you get past the gates to the Sequoia National Park, it's still a big drive once you get in there. So probably another 40 minutes of winding road just to get to the trees. And so the section that I went to was one of the earlier sections within the whole park. So I barely scratched the surface. They got like a crystal cave and like, you know, all kind of other stuff. And I was just like, man, I got to come back, man. I got to dedicate a weekend for this. So I'll definitely be going back. It was beautiful. Didn't disappoint. The tree was looking at me. The tree was looking at me, man. The tree that's been around 2,200 years is like, Tone, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? He's seen several Tonys, possibly throughout the 2,200 years of living. And I just want to check the age because I think every piece of like the park has like its standout tree that they have on the map. You know, they got the general, they got, you know, the admiral, I forget what the other names of the trees was, man. The captain, you know, the sergeant. They weren't all military, but I think one of the trees was named Congress or something like that. That was like, because, you know, they had like the House of Representatives. It was weird how they named everything, but it was like a little circle of trees that they called like the Congress or whatever. Beautiful in there. But it was absolutely beautiful, man. Somebody like me that, you know, I love to wander around aimlessly. Because, you know, everybody was by the general because that's the tourist attraction. It's everybody taking pictures, you know what I'm saying? Oh, get us in front of the tree. And so they taking pictures. I'm just taking the picture of the tree itself. And then I just wander off the path. It's just like, all right, man. Wherever the tourists are, I go the opposite direction. I'm like, oh yeah, the tourists, man, I'm going this way. And then that's when I started to wander and just, just randomly roll up on some dope, splendid visuals. So I did that, took it easy. Because I wanted to take it easy after the tour. And then I went to Clovis, New Mexico to visit my mom, my brother, my nephew, and my niece. Every time I go to Clovis, New Mexico, that's a beautiful reset. Oh, it's a reset. Every time I go, they take good care of you, boy, man. My family treats me like I'm just, you know how sometimes when people come to your house, they come in your space and people go the extra mile to be hospitable. And they usually do that with like people that might not be family. Like, oh, we got a house guest, man. Be on your best behavior. My family treats me with that type of energy. Like I'm just a house guest. Like, we family. Y'all ain't got to be doing it. Come on, man. We gonna take care of you. We got you, man. And so every time I go home, man, my brother Scott be cooking up the extra food. He'd be like, all right, man, I got it mapped out. He had it mapped out. He was like, all right. So it's gonna be Pharaoh's birthday this day. We probably gonna go out and eat that day. But then the day after that, I'm gonna make you the tofu bowl, salad bowl that you like, man. What you like in it, man? Tell me what you want in there. So he did that for me one day. And then the next day, he was like, the next day, we gonna have breakfast for dinner. He had it mapped out. He had the list. He looked at the list on paper. And he was like, breakfast for dinner. I was like, man, I love breakfast for dinner. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like people making a fuss over me. So I'll just be like, oh, you ain't got to do all this, man. Watch out. And then the day after that, he was like, yo, man, and then I'm doing the Filipino spread. I'm doing the pancit, the egg rolls. And I'm like, man, come on, man. So I was eating good, man. And then my mom's neighbor, Jackie, she made some banana bread, some vegan banana bread. And I was just like, man, come on, man. Come on, y'all. I tore that bread down, man. I finished the whole loaf in a week. I was in there getting my slivers. And then I had banana bread. Before I even went to Clovis, I had some banana bread. Somebody made me some banana bread before the Clovis trip. I tore that banana bread in half. So I had 2 loaves of banana bread in 2 weeks. Tiny don't be eating, y'all. Really? Who ate the 2 loaves of banana bread? Who ate the 2 loaves? If Tony don't be eating, who ate the 2 loaves? Where'd they go? Where the loaves at? Where is the loaves? The loaves. Where they at? I be eating. And I was eating the past 2 weeks. Now I got to chill out. I got to go back to normal. It's going buck wild. But I couldn't resist, man. I'm a fiend for the banana bread. So yeah. And before I even left, before any of this, I had some cut water. Cut water. I don't know, what do you consider that? Like a alcoholic beverage? I don't know. It's not beer, but it's something. In a can. It got some alcoholic content. I had that before the Sequoia trip. I had 2 cans. 2 cans Sam. You know what I'm saying? And them 2 cans had your boy right. I was doing it while I was streaming Call of Duty, man. I was feeling good. I was like, man, it's crazy. I'm trying to live a little. I'm trying to live a little, man. My cousin Kate told me, this is what she told me when I went to New Mexico for my mother-in-law Brenda's funeral, right? She just pulled up and was like, Tony, man, this was on my heart to say. Start living your life. Whatever's holding you back, whatever you have done amazing by this family, your family, your great father, you've done so much. It's time to just live a little, open yourself up. I was like, man, where this coming from? And she was telling me that she told me this a couple times. She was just like, let somebody in. You deserve it. Like, be loved out here. And I was just like, I was like, man, thanks, Katay. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm on some like, because y'all know I just be tucked away and like keeping people at bay and like, you know. So now I'm on some get busy living and get busy dying, man. Shawshank Redemption. So I'm trying to do just that. That don't mean I'm be outside every 5 minutes. That does not equal, oh, Tony outside. No, I'm still, the house is still, but you know, other stuff I'm gonna open up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take trips. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I hear you, Katay. I heard I took them words in. They echo. They haunt me now. So I hear you. And I love you for that. Baby steps it is, y'all. So yeah, man. So past 2 weeks have been absolutely beautiful. When I go to Clovis, New Mexico, it's a small town. If you don't know about Clovis, New Mexico, population 36,000 and some change. We talking big, small. Especially I live in LA County, one of the biggest counties in the nation. So it's like, it's robust. It's people everywhere, just falling out the woodwork out here. So when you go to a place with 36,000 people, you ain't got no choice but to slow down. Chill out. Ain't shit to do. You know? I was getting around. I was going from my mom's house to my brother's house in minutes. Like, yeah, I'll be right there. 7 minutes later, I'm at my brother's house. You know? I'm walking from my mom's house. I can walk from my mom's house to my brother's house and there'll probably be like a 50-minute walk. I'm walking to the gym. I'm walking 3 miles to the gym. I'm walking 3 miles back. We talking 6 miles. You know what I'm saying? Light work. So now I can fully relax. I was relaxed up. I wasn't doing nothing. I would get up. I'd just be on my phone. I'd be watching stuff. I watch Ironheart all the way through. I'm walking. I'm going to the gym. I'm eating. I'm chilling. And so that type of like reset was beautiful. And so much needed. I was chilling. I was falling asleep early. And much needed. Then when I came back, when I got back home, the first day I got back home, I got back on the sticks that night. But the next day, I call these hibernations, but it's really the Sandman socking us out. Last night, I eat my dinner. I finished my dinner around 7 p.m., maybe about 6:45. I had made myself some tofu and greens, right? Made that up, you know what I'm saying? I was listening to the Club Shay Shay Scarface interview. Took my little bowl upstairs, put back on Mobland, and was just eating and enjoying. And then I slid my little bowl to the side. I'm watching Mobland. I'm texting. And then I just fall asleep. I'm just like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, because I knew I was going to take a little nap because the night before I didn't get good sleep. I kept waking up. So I knew, I was like, I need to take a nap before I get back on the sticks. My plan was to get on the sticks, Call of Duty, UFC 5. That was the plan. I fell asleep around 7 something, never recovered. I woke up maybe twice. I didn't even get up to pee in the middle of the night. I woke up like, oh man, I'm texting my brother and Shan like, oh, y'all on? Like, yeah, where you at, Tom? Out of here. So I'll push it to 8 p.m. to 6:30 a.m. I was out of here. Fully dressed, food bowl still on the bed. I didn't even shut the house down. Cats was like, meow, 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 Tom. Meow. I don't know what they was doing all night. I know they was pissed. I was like, man, is he in there? Tom. Meow. I was out of here. The back door was unlocked. Burglars could have just strolled in. I was not ready to go to bed. That was not the plan. No teeth brush, no mouth rinse, no floss. Out of here. Woke up at 6:30 a.m. I was like, but apparently They say that's when your body needs it. When you hibernate like that, when you just knock out at 5, 6 p.m. unplanned, that's your body saying, all right, man. But I thought I got the good rest in Clovis. I thought I was rested. Nah, man. Sandman was like, nah, I want more. Like, but I was sleeping. No, you wasn't. I need the complete knockout. Sandman had your boy out of here last night, but let me tell you something. That was some good sleep. IG Live, I'm cutting y'all off. Y'all in here freeloading. I gave you 25 minutes of that heat. I gave you 25 minutes of some good IG Live, man. I compare my IG Live to anybody that's streaming right now live. I compare it to anybody right now. They wasn't going to give you what I just gave you. They probably on there just doing makeup, talking to you, or just showing you shit. Man, I gave you premium storytelling right here, right now. It was a good time. And y'all just got here. Well, it's too damn bad. For everybody that was in here the whole time, you had a good time right now. But if you join my Patreon, you ain't got to miss nothing. You ain't got to miss nothing. What's up, Rock? You ain't got to miss nothing, man. Join my Patreon, man. We can continue on this verbal cardio train. You ain't got to get nothing cut off. But I know y'all not gonna do it. Y'all lie to me. Y'all look me dead in my face every time I do this before verbal cardio, and you never join my Patreon. You do this every time. You be like, man, we hear what you saying, but fuck no, Tone. With the hard F in front of your family and kids. You say it out loud. You don't even type it. You be like, yeah, we hear you, but fuck no, Tone. We ain't joining. You ain't worth $5 a month. I know how you feel, Elijah. I'm going to say Elijah. I know. But I got to try. I got to promote it. I got to attempt to build my Patreon. Remember when you hated Trump? How could I forget? I still hate him. That ain't going to change. Donald Trump was fine when he was just an annoying, rich reality TV show guy that had nothing to do with our lives. But now that he has so much to do with our everyday, no, I don't like Trump. And if me not liking Trump ever offends you, I want you to dig deep and ask yourself why. Why does me not liking Donald Trump make you feel a way to where you want to be like, man, I don't fuck with Tone? Why not? Why would you be that passionately against me not liking this man? What's up, Markiki? You know what I'm saying? You got to ask yourself that. Ask yourself that. Don't ask me. Because I feel how I feel. And I don't like him. I don't like him. I don't like him as the president of the United States. I'm not a fan. I ain't with it. But if you feel offended by that, I want you to dig deep. I hate him because of the fires that he stokes within this country. I hate his political moves and setups. I hate what he is in charge of shutting down in this country. I hate how he responds to protesters. Do you need any more proof? I hate the way he talks about women. Before he was even president, I hated the shit that he said. I hate the creepy vibes of looking at underage girls in the dressing room while they're at a pageant. I hate that shit. Do you need any more evidence? Do you need any more clues into why you hate him though? Why should I like him? That'd be the more challenging answer. You know what I'm saying? But what about Biden? I don't give a fuck. Biden don't listen. Why y'all always bring up Biden when I say I don't like Trump? Y'all always be with Biden, no, Trump. Biden is just, man, watch out. Biden is a big watch out. I don't even be thinking about Biden. Donald Trump, though, he's the president. I'm making what up? Route 9? Route 9, you one of them. Is you just one of them? What am I making up? What am I making up? They always come with Biden. As soon as I say, well, why you don't talk about Biden? Because Biden is boring. Biden doesn't stoke me like that. Anyway, I'm cutting off the live, man. We out of here, man. Join my Patreon, man. Quit being cheap. All right, guys. Oh, Gavin Newsom is cutting up, man. I love it. I love it. Cut up. Cut the fuck up, Gavin Newsom. Who'd have thought somebody named Gavin would be so gangster? Gavin? Gavin is one of them names you just not even gonna trip on. Yo, man, listen, my cousin Gavin coming up here. We better run. Here come Gavin. But Gavin ain't playing no games out here. I respect it. So a few things. It's not gonna be a long episode. We 31 minutes in. Yes, I'm gonna do a review for the movie Weapons, and I saw Highest to Lowest as well. So those reviews are coming. They cooking. Okay, big cooks. But there was a couple of things I wanted to touch on, and I wrote them down for you. So there's been like a debate on social media based in the question that somebody asked. Somebody responded to a topic. Can $5 million set you for life? And the person they were talking to, I forget who they were talking to, they were like, nah, that ain't enough. And so everybody's chiming in like, $5 million, you know what I'm saying? Either which way. And I feel like this. $5 million, $5 million cold. Taxes, they're not touching it. You got $5 million in your bank account untaxed. I feel like $5 million can last a lifetime depending on your spending habits and where you live. Because if you already got high spending habits and you already like, I like the finer things in life, well then, $5 million that's gonna bleed out real quick. And do you have any other streams of income coming in on top of the $5 million? $5 million, man. Let's say you don't live in LA, New York, San Francisco, these crazy expensive cities. Let's say you get you a nice little crib in a decent city, $300,000 just on the crib. You still got $4.7 million left. You bought that crib wholesale. You just like, man, pap. You slap the money down on the goddamn desk. Like, I'll buy it right here, right now, $370. Let me get it. You got all that money left. You get you a decent car, you know what I'm saying? One car. And it depends on your family size, too. Do you have a lot of kids to square away? Like, if you got a huge family, that college tuition, that's going to come for you. College tuition going to pull up. So if your kids are not getting, like, academic scholarships or sports scholarship, you might have to chip in on that college, all right? So these things is going to come up. But $5 million, that should be able to carry you for a long time, depending on your spending habits. Like, if you're not out here taking lavish trips all the time, if you're not out here buying the most expensive of expenses of everything, $5 million can go a long way. And you're going to be working. I know you just ain't going to be laying on your ass and, $5 million? Oh, I know you just ain't gonna lay down. That $5 million gonna be nice. Even if your house is $500,000, you still got a lot left. You should be able to make that work. $5 million untaxed. And I'm sure you're gonna tap into some things that can create even more revenue for you. Because you got the financial freedom to be like, all right, man, let's try this out. Maybe you can tap into ways to make even more money from the money that you already had. Because I'm sure you're not just going to be out here squandering the bread. Some people do squander the bread. I'm going to be honest with you. Some people just spend and spend and spend and don't even think down the road. But, man, $5 million, man, you can make it work. Oh, you can make that work. I know I could. $5 million? I'll be doing the same shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm like a robot. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go to my little food spot. I'm going to go get my little groceries. I'm going to go to the movies. That $5 million going to stretch with me. I like my car, man. I ain't got no reason to get a new car. Once I get a car, man, I'll be in that car for the long haul. And I ain't going to be buying extra vehicles. Yeah, I got me a truck, got the regular car, got the little motorcycle, got the scooter. I got this car from when I'm really going out. I got the other car, then I got the other garage. I don't collect vehicles. I barely be pulling the trigger on first class. Barely, man. I'd be like, man, upgrade me. If I see, like, if the upgrade to first class is reasonable, then I'll be like, you know what? Man, let's live a little. But usually I'm like, man, I fly enough. Give me the upgrade for free. And usually I'm traveling for work anyway. So, man, let that $5 million stretch. But what say y'all, man? Can y'all make $5 million work for your lifetime? Can you see that working for you? And where you living? That plays a huge part in can you make $5 million last? Where you live at? New York, no. LA, no. Okay. Because even to get a decent house in LA, man, you're looking at $800,000, $700,000. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what area you live in. If you want the prices to go down, you got to go to the outskirts of LA. So if you want to really stretch that dollar, you're like, yeah, man, we moving. Where you going, man? Montana. I heard Montana's even getting pricey, man. You might be in a random state, man. Wyoming, New Mexico. I'm trying to get my money's worth, man. I'm living in Mississippi now. Like, ooh, damn. Mississippi, man, you're stretching that $5 million. Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana. You're going to stretch that money. I live in Illinois. Chicago? Nah, Springfield. Like, oh. I live in Champaign, Illinois, man. Got me a nice little house for $200. Depends on where you move to. Leah, where would you move with the $5 million? You got $5 million in the account, no taxes.
Do I have to stay in America?
No, you.
I'm out.
You leaving the country?
Big time.
You go out the country, you really making that $5 million last.
Costa Rica.
Oh, have you ever been there?
I have.
So it's beautiful.
Beautiful. Pura vida.
Oh.
That's their slogan.
What does that mean?
The pure life, the sweet life. Pura vida.
I've heard nothing but good things about Costa Rica.
It's beautiful.
I'm going.
You should.
Get busy living or get busy dying.
Food alone. Say guatanejo.
So I'm going.
Yeah.
Did they have smoothies out there?
Oh.
They did?
Fresh fruit.
No stomach issues?
No, beans and rice. I mean, you would flourish.
I ain't been hearing nothing but good things about Costa Rica. Everybody that's ever been there been like, oh, tone. It's always the same. And your booty hole didn't explode.
Not at once.
All right. I'm going. Does it get cold there?
No, yeah. I mean, it must. It's rainforest.
Okay.
So when we went, it was humid.
Okay.
But beautiful. waterfalls.
Ooh.
There's a volcano.
This is volcano?
There's a volcano.
Active?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going.
Arenal. Volcano.
I'm going. Volcanoes are beautiful and terrifying simultaneously.
Yeah.
Because they could be like, I'll shut this whole shit down. But right now, I'm just smoking a cigarette. Go back to the smoking every time. Like, why y'all running? Why y'all evacuating, man? I'm just smoking a cigarette. That's all, man. I ain't even tripping. Right now. Volcanoes, man, you can't trust them. I'm going, though, Costa Rica. So you can make that $5 million stretch down there.
Big time.
Okay. Good move. Good move. And you be living like you fled the country because you told about the mafia. Like, we down in Costa Rica now. Is that considered U.S. territory?
No.
No, okay. Let's get it. So the passport, the way in is easy. All right.
Well, it is now, but.
Oh, yeah, that's true. All right. $5 million. Speaking of money, so I want to talk about, let me get my nerd off. These movies are out here being too expensive and they taking big L's at the box office, man. They getting bent over and raked over the coals because these movie studios are spending way too much money on these movies. And they taking box office L's left and right. I'm about to queue up the numbers right here. Because honestly, this summer box office, the summer time is when movie studios really pull out the big guns. Like, these are our biggest pictures. Summertime, everybody's out of school, man. The money gonna go crazy in the summertime. And so you get all these big budget, tent pole, expensive movies. And they save some of those type of movies also for Christmas time, Thanksgiving, on the back end too. And those days are kind of really more lucrative, but in a shorter window than the summer, right? So I don't know why this website is not working. So I'm gonna go to Box Office Mojo since y'all in here tripping. So with the success of Sinners early, right before the summertime hit, I'm sure they was like, yo, man, the box office is going crazy. Wait till the summertime start. And then the summertime gets here and these movies are just like, all right, they doing a little something. So the biggest hits, like Minecraft, the movie, was a massive hit, but it came out before summertime, right? That movie made $423 million just in the U.S. alone. Worldwide went crazy. It made $955 million worldwide, and the budget was way underneath that. I don't know what the budget was off top, but so you got movies like Lilo and Stitch, made big money, came out early in the summertime. So they were thinking like, yo, that made over $1 billion worldwide. Lilo and Stitch, live action. And this is why they keep remaking stuff. Because for every Snow White, you get a Lilo and Stitch. So they be like, hey, man, let's keep it going, man. But Snow White, yeah, but Lilo and Stitch. They be like, yeah, but this. Oh, Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast, The Jungle Book, they all hit. The Lion King, they all hit. So they're going to keep doing it. A movie like Superman, all right, $594 million worldwide. It's cool, but it made less than the Man of Steel. Man of Steel made over 600-something million years ago. So if you adjust for inflation, it did way better than this new Superman. Jurassic World did well. The Jurassic movie is just going to make money. It made $828 million worldwide. Even though that movie was mediocre city, people still like, hey, man, dinosaurs. What about the plot? Dinosaurs. Y'all still going? Dinosaurs. All right. You know what I'm saying? So you don't need an interesting plot or interesting character development. If you got the dinosaurs looking at you, boom, people in there. So that movie did well. So So whenever they say like, man, people don't want no sequels no more, people don't want no more remakes, and then you see these movies making the money, you like, oh well, shit, okay. But some of these movies are taking it. Fantastic Four, First Steps, taking the L. You know what I'm saying? 469 million worldwide so far. Now that sounds like a lot, but when the budget is 200 and the marketing and promotion is probably another 200 and plus, it needs to do well over 500 million to at least be semi-profitable, and it's inching to 500 flat. So it's like, you know, and Marvel been taking L's. Captain America: The Brave New World was an L, but it wasn't this summer, but it was an L. The Thunderbolts was an L. You know, Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning, made $596 million worldwide. Now you would think, man, that's a lot of money. Not when the budget was damn near 300 million. They spent so much money on this movie, and the movie before it didn't even do well. But they were still just like, but this time, because it's the final reckoning, y'all. This people didn't show up last time, but it was good though. But people just didn't show up. But this one, this the final reckoning. You got to show up for the final reckoning. They did not. It made only 197 million domestically, 399 worldwide for 596 total worldwide. The movie studio lost a good 100, 200 million. Not to mention what they paid Tom Cruise for that movie. So it's like they spending these exorbitant amounts of money on these movies, and then they just like, man, it wasn't profitable. You think? You're spending too much. The budgets is going crazy. And then you got a movie like Weapons. It just came out, overextended its opening weekend, projections, and then it had a great second weekend. So it's going to be profitable for the studio, but the budget is small. Like, it's not crazy small, but it's like 30, 40 million. And so they need to stay within budgets like that, man. These budgets like, yeah, we 150, 200. Yeah, we're going to get the money back. Are you? You sure? Sinners was profitable. I think Final Destination was profitable. What did it make worldwide? 285 worldwide. That's going to be in the profit. You know what I'm saying? But so many other movies, man. F1 with Brad Pitt was another expensive movie. This cost them mad money, but it actually did well internationally. It did 590 worldwide. I forget what the budget was exactly, so it might not be super profitable, but I think it did well. It only did 182 domestically. So there's that. But when you look at movies like Snow White and Elio, Pixar just took a huge L with Elio. I don't even remember seeing the trailer for this. The promo seemed like it was lackluster. 28 years later, it faded fast. The Accountant 2 just kind of faded. The Ballerina shit the bed. Bad Guys 2 is barely making a dent on anything. Freakier Friday is doing okay. The Karate Kid barely did anything. So it's like, yo, man, cut the budgets. Cut the budgets, y'all. Y'all spending way too much money, man. And people ain't pulling up like that. So cut the budgets. I don't know why they're not doing it, man. I don't know why they're not doing it. It's like, all right, man, we making budget cuts. And a lot of times, the better movies are the lower budgeted joints. Like, man, that was a great movie. What was the budget? 10 million? That movie was good. You know, a higher budget doesn't mean better quality. So that's what's going on. Now, this is not to say these movies that I mentioned that are taking L's, I'm not speaking on the quality of these movies. I'm just merely talking money. Because the Mission Impossible was a good time. The Ballerina was good. But it's just, people just weren't ready. But they were just like, I'm good. F1 was really good. So the money that these movies are making and not making shouldn't really speak on the quality, because even though Jurassic Park made more than Fantastic Four and Thunderbolts, that movie wasn't as good as those movies. Fantastic Four and Thunderbolts, they were a good time, but Jurassic Park, man, dinosaurs. Dinosaurs, you ain't got to be up on no comic book, pass. You ain't got to keep up with no books. You can just go right up in there and be like, dinosaurs. T-Rex chasing us. We got a little yellow raft between me and the huge teeth. And for some reason, he's not going to bite through the raft. He not going to bite through the raft. Hold the raft right there. He can't get through. But yeah, man. So that's what's going on, man. Budget cuts. Make the budget cuts. Enough is enough. Also, I want to say this. I want to highlight this. This is going left field, but I was talking about this recently. When it comes to famous women that are known for their talent, whether it be entertaining, sports, whatever, when it comes to famous women, whenever they do interviews, they always want to focus on their love life or their sex life or whatever, who they dating, who they fucking, who they used to date, who they used to, you know what I'm saying? It's never about the reason why we know these women. And the scales are tipped highly in women's favor in terms of they always bring it up for the women. What made me think, it was a couple of things that made me think about that. But one in particular, when they interview Clarissa Shields, they always want to talk about her and Papoose, her and her boyfriend. Never mind the fact that she's killing in boxing. They want to focus on that. They always want to lean into the sex life or the love life of women who are talented. It's the reason we know them is because they're great in their field, or they got hit song, they're in a movie that's dope. They got great acting skills, you know what I'm saying? They killing it in their sport. Nah, man. Let's focus on who you're dating. You think your boyfriend could beat Mike Tyson? Man, what are we doing? Because when you bring in the male entertainer, you focus on the career. You might slide over into, so who you dating now? They might do that later on, but they already done talked about the movie, the latest project, how you got started in the business. Then they might, that's fine if you kind of just veer into, the people want to know who you dating. You can be like, hey man, mind your business. But when you kick it off, hey man, thanks for being on here. So, who you fucking? If I was these women, man, I wouldn't even do the interview. I'd be like, all right, man, I'm good. I'm good, man. Let's talk about my next match. Let's talk about the championship we just won. Let's talk about the gold medal I just acquired. Let's talk about the movie I just directed. Let's talk about the album I'm putting out. Nah, man. Fuck all that. Who you dating? And I feel like this. I feel like celebrities really need to tuck in their relationships. Like, tuck it in, man. When you dating somebody, man, keep that shit hidden. Hidden Valley Ranch. Tuck it in, man. People just gonna ruin it. They're gonna be talking shit. It's just no. Be private. I shouldn't know that Klay Thompson and Meg Thee Stallion are dating. I shouldn't know that. I shouldn't know that Cash Doll and the dude that she was just seeing, they done broke up. She done had to make an announcement. They was only dating a short time. Now she got to make the announcement. I'm getting off Instagram, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't even have known she was talking to the dude. Tuck all that in. Let's focus on the talent. Tuck it in. Because everybody gonna be in your business. Everybody got something to say. Everybody gonna be like, oh, this. People gonna create their own narratives about your relationship and what's going on. It's cute sometimes. It's cute, like, oh man, they're a good couple, man. Look at how they looking, and you know what I'm saying. But then it becomes too much. So then, if you do hit rocky waters, now everybody all up in your business. They creating their own narratives. We got a right to know. We demand to know why y'all broke up. What happened behind closed doors? Tell us. Tell us. It's crazy. So I'm like, yo, man. Tuck it in, man. Tuck it the hell in. Because a lot of people they're going to ruin your relationship. The masses. And then you really don't want everybody knowing everybody that you dated. You don't want everybody to know your whole roster. You don't want everybody to know that, man. Because then they start stringing you along and be like, yo, you dated this person, this person, this person, this person, this person. And then the list goes on. And now everybody on the outside be like, man, you getting around. That's because everybody sees publicly who you've dated. Never mind the fact that a lot of non-famous people, they got the same number of people on their roster, on their resume. But nobody knows it because it's private. You know what I'm saying? Most people have a resume. Most people got exes, and we did a little something. Then you tally everything up. But when you get a public tally up, now you just look like, oh, you just out here. And so that's why I say, man, listen, if you famous, tuck that shit in, man. And people are going to hold on to old-ass relationships that you was in a long-ass time ago. You know, you dated Chuck Norris in 1972, man. How's that going? What was that transition like, man? We dated in 1972. I know. You've had kids since then, but, man, you and Chuck. Y'all ever think about getting that back going again? We broke up in 1973. Yeah, hey. You know what I'm saying? You ever think about spinning the block? I'm old. I done remarried since then. I got kids. Yeah, but Chuck Norris, what was that like? Did you grab his chest hairs mid-pumps? Tell us about Chuck Norris. So it's like, listen, tuck it in, y'all. Tuck it in. And I know some of y'all can't wait to share with the world that you're dating somebody. And then you put your little man. Women do this all the time. You put your little man on your Instagram page and you hide his face. Or you just show his hands. You know what I'm saying? Y'all at the little dinner table and you see the little hands. So y'all holding hands. Just be like, oh, I got to boo y'all. And then you see the hand. Just leave it all off. If you gotta hide them still, just leave it all off. Stop with the whole, it's his shoulder, y'all. The fuck? Just leave it all off. What are you doing? Look at you just take a picture of your shoes and his feet next to yours. Like, look, his feet big, huh? His feet big, huh, y'all? Man, get it all off the thing, man. Tuck it back. Sick of it, man. Tuck it all the way in, man. Just let your relationship flourish quietly. If people see y'all together, and I'm not saying hide. You ain't got to hide in the cave and be booed up. You can be out in the community holding hands. If people see you live, then they just see you live. But all that extra, you know what I'm saying, putting it out there, man, just tuck it in, man. Keep it safe. Keep it safe and sacred. Keep it safe and sacred. That's my whole thing, man. Because it ain't worth it out here. Anyway, I've been running my mouth for 59 minutes. Oh, Alice got a question, though. Hold on, Alice. You said previously that you're a foodie. I've always wondered if you make home cooked meals. And if you do, what's your favorite meal to prepare? I haven't been cooking as much as I used to, Alice. I just haven't been in the cooking mood for quite some time. Usually I just make me some tofu, some greens, and that's usually like my little go-to, cook a little something. Back in my cooking prime, you know what I'm saying? When I was married, I cooked a lot for the fam. That's when I was really like cooking on a regular basis. Because, I was a house husband, you know what I'm saying? I had a dress on, skirt, you know what I'm saying? Apron, you know what I'm saying? I wore high heels, you know what I'm saying? I was a house husband, you know what I'm saying? So I was cooking. I was cooking on the regular, man. I was cooking turkey cutlets. I was cooking, I was experimenting Taco Tuesdays. I was making homemade pizzas. I was, one of my favorite desserts to make was rice pudding. I know rice pudding ain't popular. And a lot of y'all be like, rice pudding? Yeah, I can't get it. I said, I get it, man. But let me tell you something. I grew up. My mom's rice pudding was exquisite. She used to make bread pudding and rice pudding. That rice pudding used to hit. And so I was like, so whenever I would have rice pudding, like in a restaurant or whatever, it was never good. I was like, man, this ain't rice pudding. You come to my house and talk to Sandy Baker about rice pudding. So she gave me that recipe. And so I perfected that recipe. I remember I was working at Best Buy and they was like, yo, man, we got a potluck going. I was like, I'm going to make you motherfuckers the best rice pudding you ever seen. Tone, you smoke? Nope. But I got to get this going for the rice pudding I'm about to bring y'all. It's going to give you diabetes off the top. But that ain't none of my business. It's going to be good. So I used to make the rice pudding. I'm very confident. I was very confident in my French toast. My French toast is very good. But yeah, I used to cook way more. Back in my married days and before, I used to be cooking a lot more. But now I'm gonna try to get back into the cooking game. But yeah, man. I think I made a banana pudding before. And I know I said this on the Ball Brothers podcast and stuff like that, but listen, man, I'm not passionate about the vanilla wafers and the banana pudding. Some of y'all be going overboard with the wafers, man. Y'all be doing 70% wafers, you know what I'm saying? 15% bananas, and then the rest is just the creams and the puddings. Nah, man, don't disrespect bananas in the banana pudding. Get the wafers up out of here, man. You could do a little crumble, but then that's it, man. Else you just making wafers pudding. And I didn't sign up for that, man. Where the bananas at? I don't want no damn wafers pudding, man. No, you gotta get the wafers in there. You gotta get the whole wafers in there, put the crumble on top of the whole. Like, come on, man. There's too many wafers in here. I'm passionate about my bananas. And when they say banana pudding, I want bananas front and center. And then the pudding. Banana pudding, man. My mom makes some good banana pudding as well. Shout out to Leon, man. Let me tell you what Leon did. I don't know if he gonna dispute this. Leon, if you're watching, if you're listening. Back when Leon lived with us, my mom made some fire banana pudding. We was all going to town on this banana pudding. But we had plenty left, right? And at this time, Leon was going to night school. So I was going to regular day school because he had just got to Clovis, so he had to go to night school to be able to go into the day school. So he had to do that transition, right? So he at home during the day. So my oldest brother, Khalil, he at work. I'm at school. We both like the banana pudding. We think about the banana pudding the whole day. I'm in biology class like, that banana pudding gonna be good after school. And I didn't know my brother was at work thinking the same thing. He was at work like, the banana pudding. We get back to the house. We damn near got to the crib simultaneously. We go to the fridge. Yo, where the banana pudding at? Leon's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, where the banana pudding? We calling my mom. Hey, Mom, where the banana pudding at? My brother get in there. Yo, man, where the banana pudding at? Oh, it's gone, man. Leon was here. I don't know what happened to it, man. It's gone. The banana pudding dish was washed and put in the dish rack. We like, yo, man, what happened to the banana pudding? I don't know, man. Shit is crazy. Who washed the pan? Shit. It's crazy, man. I wonder if it was Miss Sandy. Nah, she just said she ain't touched the banana pudding, man. Leon ate that banana pudding. But he never came clean. He just went off to night school, and me and my brother still in the kitchen like, yo, man, what happened to the banana pudding, man? Leon was the only one here. But he said he didn't do it, but who washed the pan and then put it back in the dish rack? It'd be different if the whole shit was missing. I'll give you, aliens showed up in Clovis, New Mexico, and was like, meat. And then they took it, but they would have took the whole dish. Aliens wouldn't have just washed it and put it in the dish rack. They'd been, let's take it to the ship and examine. They'd have took it to the ship and examined. Leon, man, you ate the banana pudding. I think he might have came clean sometime later, but man, he held on to that lie for so long. I was like, man, I trusted you. And I get it, the banana pudding was outstanding. And there was a lot left. So he probably felt the way, because I get it. I know it can happen. I know how it can happen, man. You go in there, you get a little spoonful, you go back to doing what you was doing, you be like, let me get one more spoonful. One more spoonful turns into like 14 more spoonfuls, and then next thing you know, the whole shit is gone. I've been there. I did that with banana bread recently. You just keep on coming back for more and more, and then the next thing you know, ain't no more. And now you got to wash the pan. Now, what he really should have did, once you figure out what you've done, you like, oh my God, I ate all the banana pudding. Now you got to stage a whole crime scene. You got to tear that kitchen up. You got to have the refrigerator hanging down. You got to just have dishes everywhere, furniture disheveled, flower pots broken. And you got to leave. You got to be like, oh, man, I went for a walk. Oh, shit, what happened? You got to time it to where you got to hide in the bushes till you see me come home. And you go like, what's up, Tom? Man, I'm just coming from this long walk. And then we walk in together and be like, yo, what the fuck is going on in here? And we looking around, and then we be like, oh, man, they done got us for everything. They didn't take the TV, the plants, the dishes. They done took the banana pudding, man. They took the banana pudding. You got to stage the whole scene. You can't eat all the banana pudding and then wash the container and then just put it in the dish rack. You gotta plan that all out. That's what Leon should have did. That way we'd have been like, man, they really came up in here, man. And stole the banana pudding. Motherfuckers, man. And we'd had posters all over town of the banana pudding, just pictures of missing. Cash reward, $20. Please. Please help us get this banana pudding back, man. Anyway, y'all, I'm done. I want to thank y'all. Shout out to my patron saints for being up in here. I appreciate y'all. Until next time, I should be on the 6th tonight if the Sandman don't get me again. I should be on the 6th this evening. What's up, Shift? I should be on the 6th this evening. I appreciate y'all. Spread the word about verbal cardio, man. Tell your family and your friends, man. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to my patron saints. Y'all are fantastic. I love y'all passionately in the shower. And thank you for tuning in to another session of that verbal cardio.